Hello everyone and welcome to another cast by myself, i8skittles, on the Gaming Canucks YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at a little game of Protoss vs Terran on the map Shakira's Plateau. Over in the top left corner we have HoOh, or HoOh, I don't know, whatever it is, Sturgis loves it. And he's the blue Protoss, or blue Terran rather, up in the top left corner. Up in the top right we have TomSturgis. Wonder if that's his actual name or not. Don't know. If it's not, then it's inventive, I suppose. And he is the red Protoss on the top right. Having a little bit of friendly banter going on down here about a movie. Never heard of it either. Not just me. And yeah. So this will be the second cast I'm throwing up here on the channel. We're just doing a few solo casts. Maybe eventually we'll get around to a dual cast, but not just yet. And well, let's talk about the map. This is Shakira's Plateau. It's a fairly large map. You see this huge distance all the way along between the two bases. You start up here, maybe. A very common thing to see is a fairly quick expansion, because your expansion here is very easy to defend. It's not quite as easy as this, especially for the Protoss. Like, this is only one force field. It looks slightly more than that, but I'm pretty sure only one force field can block it. Then over here, two force fields will block this, two well-placed ones. A lot of people will use three, but either way you still have very easily defendable expansion. Only a single ramp, only one entrance, not like Zelnaga with the wide open area. So quick expansions are common for all races. Of course Zerg does it all the time, but in this case we have a Terran and Protoss, no Zerg here. But I would still like to see it, especially from the Terran. A two-base Terran I find has the advantage over definitely a one base, but often a two base Protoss as well, as long as he doesn't let him tech up too hard. So we're just seeing standard gateway going down here. Two barracks, which is pretty early to have a second barracks. We're only on 16 supply now, and this one's been going down for a while. Must have been like a 13-second barracks. Surprising, but not too early. No gas, so I doubt we'll be seeing any real quick banshees. Two barracks. It adds in case he's going to go for a quick expansion. These two barracks will hold off any real early aggression, not anything too hard, but any light aggression. Two barracks, pump down enough Marines will do it. And just streaming out a few Marines up top here. Still talking on along here. Mitch Hedberg. To be honest, I've never heard of him. So, Cybernetics Core just finishing now. See if he starts that warp gate. He's long since had enough stuff for it, so I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, what he's saving up his cash for. Ah, there it is. And actually choosing to chrono out a sentry. I'm not sure why. Perhaps because he scouted these three barracks, he assumed there was a third one somewhere, and he was expecting some early pressure. So he'd like to have that sentry out there building up some energy so he can force field this ramp. Although, lots of other things can be. Billy Connolly. Another name I don't know. Yeah, that's just how I pronounce it. What else can we say about the map here? It looks like that's just going down to drop this expansion now. At the 450, that's fairly early for a Terran. It's not early for a Zerg, but it's decently early for a Terran. This SUV is just doing some rounds around here. Oh, throwing down a bunker. Very, very smart. Lots of Protoss. Even since the last batch, you're still seeing a lot of four-gating out of the Protoss. So, dropping that thing. We're seeing 3 gates just now going down for the Protoss, so it's fairly likely we'll be seeing some early aggression. No expansion just yet, and no real tech other than the Cybernetics Core. Just throwing down these gates. Looks like he must have thrown down some chrono on that because it's coming along fairly quickly. Just the one bunker here for now. Got these things. I'd like to see him throw down a second bunker here, just to. It's very nice to get that crossfire going down and definitely funnel units more. Oh, right there. How about that? This second command center is just about finished. Getting good saturation on the main here. All these guys covering up well. And all sorts of other good stuff. Not really. There's not too much going on, of course. No super early aggression. Definitely going sentry heavy right here. If HoOh, sounds bad, but we'll call him HoOh, decide to push with his Marines Marauders, these sentries would have no problem force fielding this all day long. All day and all night. It would just never end. I'm not sure why he's it's just coming down here to throw down that expansion. I believe saving up the minerals there. They're starting to build up some. So I expect as soon as he hits 400 minerals, we've seen that going down. Double refinery down here. As he's sitting on 2 up here too. Could be seeing some tech. We got factory coming out, so starting to progress up that tech ladder. Not just sticking with the Marine Marauder. Still only sitting on 2 barracks. So nothing too heavy for bio, but we are seeing that go down. Looks like we're seeing a bit of a push. This Nexus definitely did go down now. Still sitting on only 3 gates, not the standard 4 you see. But I guess we'll see what he's doing. He's just got 6 sentries. That's a lot of force fields. If he chooses to use them. And oh, SCV's not too happy running into those stalkers there. And he's definitely got the map control right now. Firmly in the hands of the Protoss right now. It's not going anywhere. You can see everything that's going on. These Xel'Nagas cover every route except for this. And since they took out those destructible rocks in a patch, oh, it's been a little while, but they took those destructible rocks out, takes out this route except for anything by air. And this base is, it's not the best idea in these 2 positions. Taking this base, very risky, because you're dealing with destructible rocks, just really easy to take out. Definitely easy to harass. Got this pylon here to give him vision. He can warp in on low ground if need be. Does he actually? Still only sitting on 3 gates. What do we got going down here? 2 more gateways. There we go. Just really throw up the production tab. Oh, what did I just do? No idea. Production tab. There we are. Thor. I really missed out on a few things here. Okay. So we have Thor's coming out and a Raven. Definitely, perhaps he just really likes the Raven, or he's worried about getting some detection going down here. Proxy Bylon going down here for Sturgis. I think as soon as this finishes, he'll probably send in another warp in. That is a ton of sentry. He has almost as many sentry. He has more sentry than he has zealots. That's saying something. He really, really must like his force fields. Not really saturated on the expansion yet. Not making probes. Yeah, getting a quick warp in a few zealots. And a few stalkers sitting on 6 gates now. And this is fearsome. This is a fairly strong push. I'm not sure why he's so sentry heavy, but he is. But it's a fairly fearsome push. Oh, going down on the mass repair on that Thor force fields just to stop that. Very effective looking like. That one Thor's doing a ton of damage though. He needs to focus fire that down right now. And he's not. He is letting it sit there and kill things. And kill a lot of things. And the SCV is still doing that massive repair on it. Very clutch. Second Thor out on the field now, starting to do some damage. This Thor is going to go down. Yes, it goes down finally. A Banshee out now too. That's probably won't do that much damage because there's quite a few stalkers here. Plenty to focus down that Banshee if they chose to. Although that point defense drone definitely could pay for itself. Looking at this, another massive repair effort on this second Thor here. That is a lot of Tech Lab starports, all producing Banshees. Mass Banshee and Thors. That is an interesting build. Not building any more Thors anymore. Just massing on those Banshees. Interesting. And we're seeing, oh, this is 9 kills on this Thor. 9 kills. Massing more and more kills. This is a hero Thor right here. Just dropping all sorts of these from these mass SCV repairs. Oh, may get dropped now due to all these Zealots streaming in. Just streaming in Zealots as he warps them in, I guess. And then he finally takes out this one, and this Thor goes down with 17 kills. Paid for itself time and time again. These Zealots, though, they're not going to be happy about those Banshees. As these Banshees start to stream out, definitely going to be more than enough to deal with these things. Whole lot of these coming in. Oh, Cloak is now finished. That is going to cause some serious problems. There's no observers in this. I don't believe there's even a robotics facility out. No, there is not. No robo facility, and a whole lot of Banshees coming out here. Not enough stalkers to deal with it. No detection whatsoever. No robotics facility, no forge, no cannons. He has no detection whatsoever. These Banshees could make life very difficult over in the Protoss base if they choose to go. Which I would not be at all surprised to see at sometime in the near future. Seeing a Stargate and a robo facility going down now. Maybe too little too late. There's already 4 Banshees right here. 3 more Banshees on the way. Another Banshee out in the field. 5 Banshees. And it looks like they're going to push over, which is the exact thing you should do. Popping down his 3rd right now. Smart. You never assume it's the end game, so perhaps he had a whole bunch of cannon in his base and he could deal with these, no problem. Then he's ready to push this into a farther macro game and take that lead. Very, very smart play on the part of HoOh. What a name. 2 pylons here. Not sure why. Anyway, let's go back to the Banshees. coming down here, sniping down that cybernetic score. That's actually a play that I like to do myself. You snipe out that cybernetic score, and there will be no more stalkers coming to ruin your day. No more warping in stalkers, and that is more than enough to do endless damage with your air units. Coming down, chronoing out that observer and that phoenix. Starting to take the not going to make it on the field today, which is very unfortunate for that particular observer. Nothing to kill this phoenix, but the phoenix has nothing to kill anyway, and good game out of the Protoss. Very nice matters. Not a rage quit here. And there he goes. That's it. So, to wrap up, the Protoss did a fairly well executed. It was initially a 3-gate, then pushed into, I believe he was sitting on 6 gates. Well-timed push. If he threw down the expansion a little faster, he might have been able to deal with this Terran's quick expansion, but he did have quite enough forces. However, the Terran went with an interesting build. He definitely had those hero Thors out there, made a huge difference. They took out a ton of Stalker sentries. If he'd maybe focused on the first Thor, he could have been in a better position, but I wouldn't say that's quite a game changer. It was just the one Thor. And then after that, went straight Banshee. Saw that there was no detection. He just went with that cloak. Very quick Banshee, lots of Banshees, and it really won it for him, obviously. Just there was nothing. HoOh didn't scout it. He didn't do a proper scout to see that this was out. Never got any detection out anywhere, which is always handy, and that is eventually what ended up costing him the game. Alright, well, this has been cast by i8skittles. Have a good one.